Bad boys, what you gonna do? You're going to jail now. So the Roller 60 just got raided by the feds. Big U, I believe, is still on the run. He's supposed to be the head guy, but let me play the audio of what the feds had to say about it. Fair use.
Good morning. I'm Joe McNally, the acting United States Attorney here in Los Angeles. Today, we're here to announce federal criminal charges against Eugene Henley Jr., a career criminal known as Big U, who used his contacts and leadership role in the Crips criminal street gang, the entertainment industry, and a youth charity to further his own criminal enterprise, an enterprise that engaged in murder, extortion, robbery, human trafficking, COVID fraud, and other felonies. Mr. Henley and several other individuals linked to him and his criminal enterprise were charged in a criminal complaint with federal racketeering conspiracy. Mr. Henley is a fugitive, and he is currently wanted by federal law enforcement.
So I should have played the rest of the audio, but basically the federal prosecutor was saying that Big U is on the run right now and that he's presumed innocent until proven guilty. Now, a couple other people, notable people, are locked up with this, and that is Bricc Baby and I forgot the third guy's name. I see Say Cheese. Shout out to Say Cheese. I got this information from his X page, but yeah, he must have took it down. But yeah, at least Bricc Baby and Big U was arrested. Now, well, first the prosecutor says he's on the run, but now I'm hearing he's arrested. But let me say this, right? A lot of people are talking about Adam 22. As y'all can see in this image, look like the federal prosecutors are talking about how they was admitting to certain things on Adam 22's channel, and a lot of people are blaming Adam 22. Let me say this honestly, right? And I'm being for real. Why do we keep blaming Adam 22 and Vlad and all these other platforms when you go on there running your mouth, gossiping, and you know a lot of people on there on Adam 22 page, you know, they quote unquote they street guys, but they gossip, man. A lot of them brothers up there gossip like women. Oh, yeah, we did this, we did that. I just seen a clip of some dude sitting with Whack 100 talking about how that whole organization, he was setting people up for the Big U, and I'm like, really? You talking about that on the internet? On the internet, but that's the problem, man. You know, a lot of these dudes, man, they gangster bloggers. They gang banging in real life, but they want to blog about it. And it's funny because when y'all want to go and say cheese over your mouth, y'all be like, oh man, why you doing that on his platform? If I start talking about it, I start talking about like certain celebrity things going on, people in my comment section, no, boy, why you doing that? But you guys are the same ones that'll grab your pom-poms, run over to Adam 22 and get the moving and shaking just like this. Yeah, Adam 22, go. All y'all do is run y'all mouths over there and be telling. And matter of fact, didn't somebody get jumped outside his studio? But Wack was saying he had nothing to do with that. I mean, y'all love cutting a jig for people that don't look like us. But when it come to people that look like me, you know, you have all the smoke. And all this checking in, I'm so tired of that whole narrative. Oh, you got to check in my city. Okay, why don't y'all make Taylor Swift check in? You don't see her checking in. You don't see nobody else checking in. It's just people that look like us. But I digress. Let me go back to this when it comes to Big U. At the end of the day, it's innocent until proven guilty. It's up to the feds to say that he's guilty. But normally when they come at you, they got a good chance of winning. They're not going to spend millions of dollars just to waste it. You know, people won't get to telling all these men, I ain't gonna never snitch. Soon they get in there, and the feds, see, one thing about the feds, they'll throw football numbers at you. No, man, it was Big U. He made me do it. I was scared for my family. This new administration, they already said they cracking down on gangs and all of that. Listen, man, they coming after y'all. Don't y'all not realize that? They coming after y'all first. You know, y'all see the things going on with immigration. No, you next. Like, it's on. And listen, man, all these gangs, man, they initially started as protection and education and all of that. But as of now, as of 2025, it's a failure. It's a failure because I can't just go to any city and walk down the street and somebody might try to rob me, or if you ain't from there, they might try to rob you. It's a failure because most of these cities, the old, your grandmas that's 85 and 90 years old can't sit on their porch. And when they talk about their generation, they talk about how much they had love for each other, but will delete each other over a pair of Jordans. Y'all remember them people up there fighting for them Jordans? Them cool grays that came out, stuff like that. We treat each other like animals. And a lot of it comes from gang culture. And it's like, man, you know, a lot of y'all in y'all 40s still sagging and trying to move like a young dude. You're trying to extort people. But see, the biggest gangs is the feds, the United States government, you know, and they're going to do a cleanup. But guess what? You know, I hope that these stories are lessons to the young men. Listen, ain't nothing cool about being 60 years old talking about being a gang beggar. You know what's cool? Retiring your mama, making sure your kids' college is paid for, traveling the world, having a good line of credit, being a millionaire. Like that, like there's so many, being a homeowner. But we promote this gang culture, and now look. What if they give Big U 20 years? His life is basically over. The man 58 years old. What if they give him 20 years? What if they give him 30 years? They trying to say that he's responsible for having somebody deleted. What if they give him life? Was it worth it? Was all of that worth it? Same thing with Lil Durk. You know what I'm saying? If Lil Durk gets found guilty, is it worth it? And I understand, right? I ain't never been to prison. I wasn't part of that life. I got it's people in my family that is. I could never really get with that because the streets are undefeated. Who really beat the streets? Frank Lucas went to jail. Nicky Barnes went to jail. Guy Fisher went to jail. Alpo went to jail and told on everybody. Rich lost his life. AZ, you know, while he ended up not going to prison over it, he's like he said, his answer was deleted. He don't want to live that life no more. You know, Tookie Williams, look what happened to him. You know, a lot of people say he was innocent, but because he helped start the Crips. Like, listen, man, and it's really not worth it. And we need to learn how to come together and love each other. Listen, if we're going to start gangs, we need to start youth gangs as far as education. Why don't we see nothing like that? Why don't we see literacy nights? You know, if you want to start this quote unquote gang, okay, well, let's form a gang to where all the people go up there and go to the PTA conferences. That's the type of stuff we need to be on. Not this, man. We be like, I swear I seen a video of this young kid running from his life from two animals chasing him with automatic rifles running through a school. Now, you know, these same people might open fire and then wonder if a little kid gets deleted. They could have been no older than like 14, 15, but the kids was younger than that. The smaller kids. If somebody get deleted, then these gonna be the same people. Oh man, they mamas. Oh mama, my baby, he didn't deserve that. You know, but this is also all of this is a reflection of daddies not being in the homes. Sisters, you gotta stop making kids with these Pookies and Ray Rays. A lot of times he got 8 kids and you know he riding around in a Cutlass, but the streets love him. Listen, he ain't got no life insurance. I know I'm going on a rant right now, but this is unfortunate, man. You've already heard rumors about Big U extorting Nipsey and all of this. Like, all I'm saying is, if they give this man a lot of time, which the feds are trying to do, my question is, was any of this worth it? And then they was talking about Cobra Elite, the IRS is involved, and he lied about getting the PPP loans and all of that. Like, it is, y'all gotta stop playing with the feds, man. They undefeated. Unless you got your hand in their pockets, they undefeated. And even then, at some point, they gonna turn on you. But I didn't want to get my quick thoughts about it. Innocent until proven guilty. You know, we gotta see what all the evidence is. But you know, this gang life, man, let it go, man. It's cooler to be a nerd, a square. I don't care what these people say, man. Oh man, you lame. Yeah, you lame, but you traveling the world. That's what you should be doing. But anyway, let me know what y'all think.